We live in a world where we all strive to be the next great artist, pro athlete, fashion designer, successful entrepreneur, or in my case, the next Charlemagne the God. But what if I told you the generation after us looks at us like we're the OGs and want to learn how to be just like us? Our platforms and our crafts hold volume, not only to ourselves and our own success, but also to those who watch our every move, imitating us, trying to walk in our footsteps. I'm here to plant the seed that will manifest inside the minds who want to be successful in their craft, and challenge them to step outside the box and unlock the potential God gave to us all. I'm excited for what is yet to come, but I'm also excited for the seeds you all will plant when they hear your story. Welcome back to the Walker Review. What's going on, world? Welcome to another episode of the Walker Review. It's your boy B-Walk, and I have another lovely guest here in the building. First off, I want to shout out to my good friend, Miss Crystal Robertson. Lovely young lady, showing love to monkey business. But she was able to link me up with another young, talented young lady. So I did some research about it, and instantly when I was able to do some research, I saw that not only she was vocally talented, but the girl got skills behind the keys, man. I'm not going to say Alicia Keys, but I'm going to let her speak about herself, okay? So, young, songwriter, actress, and singer. I should say vocalist because the girl can blow. Miss Alexis Samone.
Thank you.
How are you doing today?
Man, that intro was it. Okay, I'm trying to live up to the intro.
Well, at the same time, you put a lot of effort into what you do. Mm-hmm. So I've seen from a young age, when Crystal told me about you, I went back and did my research, and the YouTube videos that I saw were probably back in 2010, 2012, and they were you singing behind the keys of actual piano. Mm-hmm. Take us back kind of in the beginning. Where did you get an inspiration for music from growing up?
Well, my godmother, when I was about 5 or 6, she gave me and my parents an upright piano. They didn't know what to do with it. And at that point, I was just playing with it. Mm-hmm. I didn't really start playing on it, but at that point, I started writing songs. I mean, I've always been a songwriter and a poet. That was the first thing before I even started singing, was just writing songs. Like my mom will tell you now that she used to throw away my journals. Wow. Yeah, Mom.
So you gotta
throw
keep
away the whole journal full of songs.
Those could be real life gems.
Yeah. And then like she would throw it away, find it under the mattress, throw it away, and be like, "What's she talking about? Like what she talking about? Baby and love." I mean, y'all, I was 7 and 8 years old talking about love and baby.
I mean, where were you at that point in time of your life? At 7? I mean, because don't get me wrong, it's not nothing too far off for somebody at that age to have emotions like that. Because, I mean, people go through things at a different pace. They go through different things in life. Were you just kind of mimicking what you had seen somewhat on TV? Because I don't know who was on TV at that point in time. Who was on TV back then? I know Beyonce, but it was Destiny's Child back then.
I was Faith Evans, like.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Faith Evans kind of brought a lot of that love in me. Isley Brothers.
Give me your top 5 as far as musical influence that you grew up with. Give me your top 5.
You give me with the influence.
Just give me 5 of them.
I would definitely say Isley Brothers.
Okay, very old school. I like it.
Yeah, like old school, not Ron Isley and the Contagious.
I got you.
But that's still my jam too.
Understood.
But yeah, Isley Brothers. I would say Luther Vandross, Beyonce. Of course, she's on everybody's top 5. Destiny's Child as a group, as a unit. And I would actually say I used to mimic a little bit of Christina Aguilera.
That is crazy because on my way over here, I was listening to your single, What's Good? And in a lot of your music, I feel a soulful vibe when you're behind the keys. But then again, when I was listening to your song, What's Good, I felt that kind of pop, like move and groove kind of feel. Like you said, Christina Aguilera. So I can see where you pull from those different pieces. Was there anybody in your family that had like a musical background that you were able to kind of watch growing up and kind of model yourself, or was all what you viewed from music channels, music videos, songs, and things like that?
Music videos. I mean, nobody in my mom can't sing to save her life.
Understood.
My dad can't sing. Like it was literally just like I started writing songs, started writing poems, and then I was like, ooh, I'm gonna just sing my life away, like Faith Evans CD jam, like I'm just singing. And then I started to fall in love with it, and then it was more of honing my skills at that point and just perfecting the craft.
I got you. And when it comes to the craft, what keeps you so passionate about the craft? Because being in this industry in itself, in media or just entertainment, there can be a lot of discouraging moments. I know you actually went through some, not humbling, but at the same time, encouraging moments when you actually in 2012 participated in the BET Blazing Star competition. Tell me about that. Blazing Stage competition.
Yeah.
Tell me about that experience, because I know if I was to be seen at an event of that caliber and do well, sometimes that can raise an ego, or that can humble people to understand that, you know what, I got it in this, but let me just keep moving forward at a great trajectory.
Yeah.
How was that experience coming off of that?
It was a learning one, because at that point, because nobody in my family had done music, we hadn't did any anything that had to do with the outside logical things as a job or occupation. So when I did Blaze the Stage, it kind of just fell into my lap, thank God. Like everything that's been given to me, all my opportunities, God just gave it to me. And when I did it and won it, I was like, oh, okay, so I get to do 106 in Park. Okay, cool. Yeah. You know, and at that point, I mean, I was really like grounded.
How old were you at that point in time?
That was 18, about to be 19.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can be kind of, like, you hitting that point where you're like, okay, I'm almost grown. Well, I'm actually grown at the age of 18, but then just being in an environment, it could probably be a lot to handle at the time.
It was a lot to handle, especially like as soon as I walked off the stage, because I went on 106 in Park when it was kind of at a deep.
Who were the hosts at that time?
It was Terrence and Roxy. They were actually the good ones before.
Yeah, they were after Bow Wow and what's
They were before Bow Wow, thank God, yeah.
They went through so many hosts, I don't know. I'm sorry. BET, let's get AJ and Free. That would have been the
AJ and Free was definitely like my top.
Classic.
If I would have classic, yeah.
I definitely agree.
But Terrence, he was really sweet, and Roxy was really sweet.
Gotcha.
And when I did that experience, it was like as soon as I walked off the stage, folks started bum rushing, like, hey, I like your eyebrows, I like this. I said, eyebrows though?
Eyebrows,
like I just got done giving my life on the stage, and you talking about eyebrows. Yeah,
you must have had some very nice eyebrows.
They were popping. I won't lie, they were popping.
They
Twitter also.
They wasn't saying fleek back then, but
they weren't saying.
They were probably popping.
Yeah, it was nice, but I got a lot of like good feedback from it. But then off of that, you think that you do a show of that caliber, you're getting all that exposure, and you're feeling like, okay, it's about to pop off. Like I'm about to go somewhere. And then I didn't like strike while the iron was hot type of deal. So it was a learning experience where I was like, dang. And I was kind of waiting for another opportunity. Like, God, what's up with the next opportunity? Come on, put it in my lap.
I got you.
Yeah, and it never happened for me. And I waited for like 2 years. And I didn't do anything like with my I didn't make an EP. And that was probably the most discouraging.
You ever just begin to question yourself? Like, did I just really wait? Like, because I found times in my personal, like with my passions, I'm passionate about it. I do great work, but it just seems that wheels are not turning the way we want them to be. And it can sometimes make you feel like maybe I need to find me another avenue to go down because this is not working. How were you able to, and also, you mentioned, how was your faith during that time? Because I can tell you're a very spiritual person and you hold dear to listening to his word. Yeah. So how were you able to maneuver during those kind of discouraging times just to know, okay, I'm in the right place? It's just, I'm not working on my time, I'm working on his time.
You know what? The crazy part is I'm just now getting to that place. Yes, I'm just now.
It's okay. You ain't the only one.
Like when I first started singing and everything, I started up in a gospel group. So at that point, when things were falling into my lap, I was very like, I guess I was in a bliss. And a spiritual bliss. I wasn't worried about anybody else. I wasn't worried about any outside noises. I was just doing the music that I love, that God blessed me with. And because of that, He gave me the opportunities. And when that certain thing, like being found or discovered by someone off of 106 in Park, didn't come off the way that I had envisioned it to, then I was just like, my faith started wavering a little bit. Like, God, why did you put this on my spirit? Why did you give me this gift if I'm not able to use it? So it was a challenging one that I felt like God put on me for a reason, for me to learn, like, hey, I gave you some, but you drank the Kool-Aid.
He can do that.
He gave me some Kool-Aid, and I wasn't supposed to drink it. And so that's the experience that I learned from it. Was I did kind of get an ego from it, and because of that, I didn't put in the work. And one thing that my family always said was, no matter how much natural talent you have, hard work is always going to exceed natural talent when talent doesn't work hard.
Amen to that.
Amen. That was probably the realest that I've heard from my family.
So I was kind of brainstorming because I like to ask kind of different questions that make people really think. And if it came down to you being in a writing session with 3 people, alive or dead, they can be alive still on this earth or dead in the grave, who would those 3 people be? Just to kind of experience that aura of songwriters and just songsters to where y'all can play things back for each other, go over some songs that you guys have written throughout your lifetime. Like who would just inspire you so much from those kind of sessions?
Man, that's a hard one.
I know, hard questions.
But you know what? I'm gonna say all women, and that's just because I love these women as artists and as songwriters.
You gotta say, women are powerful. Women are strong. All women group.
Hey, come on now.
Okay.
But I would definitely first would be Mariah Carey. Mariah Carey writes all of her music, and it's actually like she doesn't say anything simple. It's very conscious. It's well thought out, and not to mention she has a 6-octave range. So homegirl,
I don't know about the octaves and how far the octaves can go, but girl,
as far as an octave can go, Mariah can reach it.
I believe.
So I would definitely do Mariah Carey. I would do Beyonce.
The go.
Of course.
The go.
Because I feel like she adds a sense of urban that I always lack. She's, her husband is Jay-Z.
Yeah, she got a little street.
She has a little street in her.
You can't be a wife to Jay-Z without at least a little bit of it rubbing off.
Yeah, most definitely.
Last but not least.
Last but not least, I would say Lyrica Anderson. Lyrica, she writes for Chris Brown. Not to mention her album, her Dia was my jam last year. Okay, Lyrica's very slept on, but she's a great, phenomenal songwriter.
I got you. Do you feel like you're slept on?
Yeah, most definitely.
Why is that? tell people why they should be tuning in to what you have. Because, like I said, from me just being told your name and going to see the footage, it's there. You have the vocal talent, you have the stage presence, you have the look. So, why is it that people are sleeping on you?
I would probably say oversaturation.
Very true.
Like everybody, especially in this day and age, like when I first started YouTube, you were talking about 2010, 2000, I was just behind a keyboard singing my life away on horrible quality camera and horrible quality of audio. Didn't care. I just wanted to do it. And now everybody has so much access to these great quality, great recording software, great quality camera, audio, and they're just like, we can make some money off of this.
True.
And I get them. I ain't even gonna play them on that. They can make money off of it. So I feel like a lot of people, when I first tell them what I do, they're like, yeah, okay, girl.
I got you.
Okay. And they don't really take it serious until you do some research, or you follow me and you see what I post, and you're like, oh, okay, I'm kind of interested. Like, I want a little bit more.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. I definitely have felt the same exact way because honestly, when I started my media company, it seemed like as the years went on, so many people just wanted to grab a camera and start doing interviews.
Yeah.
And I even came across some artists where I would say, what is your passion behind doing music? And I would actually, some of them would actually say, oh, I just do it for the money, bro. I don't really got no passion in this. I don't even really,
That's crazy.
I don't even freestyle. I just got to sit down, write my stuff, and then go in the booth and just say it. I don't really have a lot of passion behind it, just music. And that can sometimes in your mind make you think, bro, like, what are you doing? Like, I'm wasting my time because with my platform, I like to motivate. There's not much I can motivate by somebody telling me my passion. I don't have a passion for this. I'm just doing it solely for the music.
Yeah.
Solely for the money.
Yeah.
Because money can only get you so far.
Yeah.
But passion can exceed all the expectations that other people have for you. So, I mean, I commend you on that because it's hard to kind of maneuver in an oversaturated market. It's hard to even be taken seriously because even in Dallas, everybody want to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be a writer, a singer, some type of entrepreneur. So it makes our craft not look serious for those who take it serious. Along with that, I wanted to ask. So your EP, You Versus Me.
Yeah.
Talk about your process in actually creating your music. Like, everybody has a different process. Some people can literally sit down, listen to an instrumental and just vibe off of it and see what comes out of it.
Yeah.
You may have a different kind of process. Tell me about your process, not only in making music, and then your process in making your EP.
Okay. Well, my general process is what you said. Like, I'll listen to instrumentals and I'll know right off the fly, like, if I'm gonna vibe to that instrumental. And I'm like, okay, like within the first 45 seconds, really first 30 seconds of a song, I start coming up with a hook. Like, if I'm vibing with it, I'm starting to come up with the hook of the song. I can't ever do verses. I have to, I start off by creating a nice hook, chorus, verse, and then I go into the verses. Because verses are easy to me. Like,
and that just shows the difference in creativity. Just like I work in schools. So I'll tell students, some students are great at writing the conclusion before even writing the middle or the beginning. So there's different ways for you to create dope music, and you're kind of expressing that now.
Yeah, most definitely. Like, when I write my music, I'm not really, that's why I like blocking myself in the room with other writers, especially writers that are known for like pop music, because they're really good with melody lines. Really good melody lines equal a money hit chorus or a hook. Like, that's all Drake is known for, is melody lines.
Very true.
Like, he's good. He's great at his skill. His craft.
Melody wise, and he's able to make a good song. He's not just a super talented to where he's not going to blow you away with his vocals, and he's solid enough to hold you with his bars. Yeah. But there are exceptions. Other people who can sing better and can hold a better song down, and there are some rappers that can compete with him bar for bar.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely get what you're saying in that bar.
Oh yeah.
So I definitely get what you're saying in that.
But the melody line makes it all. So when I'm looking at a song or listening to a song, that's the first thing, is like, can I come up with a fire melody line off of this? Since that's the hardest thing for me, I like to start off with the most difficult things first, get that out the way. And then I do...
You keep going.
Okay. And then I do the verses. And as far as You Versus Me, like, the process with that was, okay, number one, when I first started the EP, I needed a project. I needed material out.
Gotcha.
Like, I had went through so many years of being a musician and an artist, and I'm a Virgo. Shout out to all the Virgos out there.
Shout out to them.
Hey.
Leo.
oh, you threw it in there.
It's cool.
Okay.
We just gonna keep going like we say Leo's or Virgo.
That's straight. Yeah, as a Virgo, we can get a little bit, down on ourselves. And I go a little bit too hard. Like, I criticize myself too hard, which is why I never released music in the past. As like a real solid EP. I've released music, but it was more so like, oh, here's a song here, here's a song there. But not a solid EP with songs that I felt like were radio ready.
I feel you.
So when I created You Versus Me, I was thinking in terms of, okay, I need to put out some music. And when I heard all the different beats and got together with different songwriters, I was like, okay, I need a project that is versatile, that makes somebody want to get up, dance, maybe drink a little bit, but also I also want to implement some love in there, because that's what I'm most known for. Anybody that has known me back in my early days, my love songs are that's my strength.
That's the cream of the crop.
That is the cream of the crop.
I got you.
So I wanted to make sure that I've got songs that every person can relate to, which is good.
When you talk about that being your cream of the crop, what does the word love mean to you? Because there's so many things that can manifest from love and music. So when you're talking about that or expressing that, what does love mean to you as far as the song making?
Ah, dang. If you've heard my love songs, they're kind of a little bit on the explicit side. So I would just say in a moment of passion.
Gotcha.
So love is never just a, oh man, I feel strongly about you. Like, oh my God.
Ain't no fairy tale.
Yeah, it ain't no fairy tale.
Because it's much deeper. It's much realer than that.
And I want to grab something, either I'm cussing you out and we going at it, or you know, we going at it in a sexual.
I feel, because love is not always you being nice to somebody.
No.
I mean, we've come across parents who've shown love and just being there to let their child know they're wrong. Sometimes when you love somebody, you have to let them know they are wrong.
Yeah.
And love can stem from passion, it can stem from happiness, and it can also stem from sometimes sadness from not being able to show the love that you know you can give to somebody.
Yeah, most definitely.
I like your music. That's like the kind of the bottom line behind it, because again, you see a lot of people who have these, I say, music tricks.
Yeah.
They'll get in the studio and it's more so edited instead of it being in its purest form.
Yeah.
You, regardless if you in the studio, right here in this living room, it's gonna all sound crisp and the same.
Yeah.
And that's why I just love your artistry along with that.
Well, thank you.
When it comes down to Alexis Samone, how do you want to be viewed as an artist? When you step out there on stage, or you step out there on a photo shoot or whatever, when they look at you, what do you want them to know or respect about you as far as being an artist, songwriter, and actress?
That I'm not doing all of these because, you know, they make money, and whichever one doesn't happen, fall through, whatever, that I hop to the next one.
Right.
I'm doing each of these because this is what's instilled in me. I'm actually passionate about each of those things. I want people to take my songwriting serious, because I can't compete with anybody out there. I can't compete with a man. It doesn't matter what gender it is.
Confidence, I
like and that's something that I want it to be respected and not so much intimidating.
I feel you.
Like I love what I do, and I want other people to understand and take it serious. That when I step on the scene, kind of like Nicki Minaj said, I kind of want your back to be, I want your posture to be straight. I want everything about you to say that we ready to work.
Gotcha.
On nothing else, we just ready to work.
I gotcha. Before we get up out of here, I want to touch on your acting abilities. That's what I want to know. I was looking at your resume, and one thing that caught my eye was something that you did actually this year, Raised by Kanye.
Yeah.
One, just looking at it, I was like, Raised by Kanye, hold on, what you mean? The title itself kind of caught me. Yeah. Talk about that project, because I want to learn, I want to know more about it from your perspective.
Yeah, well, we're still filming it,
Okay.
so we should get done hopefully by mid-November.
Gotcha. You can't tell us too much.
I can't say too much.
I got you.
But what I can say is it is exactly what the title is saying. It's about a young kid who started off, it'll start off, I would say, a span of like 10 years.
Gotcha.
It starts off as a young kid who's admiring Kanye West.
Gotcha.
And he's kind of being raised up by Kanye West. And this, I play his sister-in-law.
Okay.
So I start off as his brother's girlfriend, and then we end up being married towards the end. We're together. But I kind of see him being raised by Kanye because they don't have parents. Their parents are not there. So I see him being raised and being influenced by Kanye's music, his artistry, his culture, everything that he brings, and then it kind of goes to crap when Kanye West did the infamous line.
Sometimes you gotta learn how to be quiet.
Be quiet. You know, the whole slavery statement. And at that point, that's where the problems start in the movie. Is where, okay, now he's trolled because he's no longer, his views are no longer aligning with the person that he's been knowing as a savior or a hero in his life.
Now it's being questioned because, and it's crazy how that can go. You can idolize somebody for so long, and as soon as they say something that's really kind of on the other side of the fence on what you believe and things like that, it brings a lot of things into question. Of, should I be following this person? Was I being negatively influenced that whole entire time I was listening to your music? Were there somewhat subliminal messages and things going on? So it raised a lot of questions. So I'm very anxious to see the work that you guys put out because it sounds like a dope piece of work.
It is like it's written so well. Like Ian and Jontel, they wrote it, and it's honestly, when I first heard it, I was like, bro, okay, I'm gonna just audition, I guess. Like, I was just given one scene, but once I actually got the story, I was like, okay, this is real life.
Gotcha.
Like, there are kids out here, and I felt a certain type of way too. Like, we all feel a certain type of way, especially kids in the 90s. We grew up with our Michael Jacksons and our Kellys, and then you start to understand these are human beings.
I still step in the name of love at weddings.
You know,
I still got
if Ignition come on, I know it word for word. It's just one of those. It's one of those type of subjects. Like, dang.
It's hard, like even with Michael Jackson, like I can always ask, where were you at when Michael Jackson died? And everybody at least can tell you where it's at, because that's how much of an influence Michael. Even though we weren't there to see him in his prime, just seeing our parents listen to Michael Jackson like it was a religion. Just that's somewhat was ingrained in a lot of people of color's households. So it's hard to let those things go.
It's hard to let it go, and when you finally open your eyes to what these people are, human beings. At the end of the day, Beyonce is a human being. I love me some Beyonce, but Beyonce say jump off a cliff, I'm not about to be right along.
You gotta be smart. Be smart and be high. Smart.
So it's something that I experienced as well, where I'm like, okay, I have idols that are human beings that don't always make the best decisions, and I have to know that I can't do the same thing. That it's not something that they're not always going to be right. They're not always going to be
You have to learn how to think on your
right.
own mind instead of looking and following the actions of other people. So I like that vibe. Before we get up out of here, what can we expect from you going into the rest of 2019 and heading into 2020? I thought in 2020 we had flying cars by now, so I'm just crazy to think how time is flying. No, seriously. Back in the day, I thought 2020 we had flying cars, but
I mean, we low key do. They kind of say it's just not out in the market.
I don't want no car that can drive itself at all, because they saying they're gonna come.
I'm interested in that. The Tesla?
No.
I'm interested in that.
No, I need a driver. I don't need nobody. I don't need no wrecks happening with nobody behind the wheel.
But you still behind the wheel. You still have control.
Who am I gonna blame if a car with nobody in it hit me? Who am I gonna blame? How am I gonna get his insurance?
They didn't say that part.
Exactly.
That was on you.
It's too many questions that's unanswered. So I don't need that. But going into the rest of this year and next year, what can we expect from Miss Alexis Samone? Growth.
Yeah, you'll kind of hear a change in my music, and not so much of, she's switching up on us.
I got you.
No, but it's just, I'm a songwriter first, and I write off of emotion. I'm an emotional songwriter.
Gotcha.
So there are going to be times when I don't care. And you're going to get I don't care music. Like, I'm just ready to turn up, that's it.
Gotcha.
And then I feel like I'm in my era of motivating.
Gotcha.
Self-motivating and self-discovery. So in my music, you guys will see the change in how I've grown, and a lot of people can see it now. Like, even with Crystal, Shout out Crystal.
Shout out Crystal.
Working the magic back there. Like she said it before, like, yeah, I see a lot of, like, a big difference in 16, 17-year-old Lexus to this Lexus now.
Gotcha.
And that's all through experience.
Gotcha.
So with 2019, I'll be traveling more.
Okay. Get
Getting
the
more,
get the miles in.
getting some miles in and just experiencing more life outside of what I'm used to.
Gotcha.
So you'll hear that difference in my music.
I got you. So I want you to look into that camera right there and tell them where they can follow you, listen to your music, give them your social media, your tags, your SoundClouds, whatever you want to put out there.
Okay. Hey y'all, you can follow me at, my Instagram is Alexis_Samone. My mama was country, so SAMONE official. And then my Twitter, Alexis Samone. Alexis_Samone. And then my SoundCloud is also Alexis Samone. And
Hey.
YouTube as well,
Y'all
Alexis
check her out.
Samone.
I'm not gassing. Y'all check her out. You guys will see the talent that she has, okay? Just check her out. Take my word for it, all right?
He hyped me up
But
just a little bit.
I thank you for being a guest on the Walker Review. Again, I want to shout out to Miss Crystal for allowing this to happen. I also want to thank you guys, the guests of the Walker Review, for continuing to allow this to happen. Continue to comment, subscribe, and like the videos. We have a lot of big things coming for you guys this year and next. So I'm going to see you when I see you, all right?